Weed Snackers, what's going down? We're over here at Electric Cafe, downtown Albuquerque. I'm sitting here with Tio Vile. It's incredible. You guys, if you haven't been here, you're gonna need to come up here. Tio, what's going down, man?
A lot of things going down, man. Thank you guys for having me. First of all, Weed Snacks, sure. You guys are the shit. Thank you for the packages.
Absolutely.
Love the candy. Make sure you guys go check them out, Weed Snacks, right now.
Before we really get into everything, let's just break it down. This is a restaurant, dispensary, consumption lounge.
Correct.
So you can just come get down.
Yeah. We are going to be operating for day hours from about 10 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
6-ish, depending on how busy we get.
What's happening after 5?
So we are going to be opening the Platinum Club. So we will be selling memberships for people that want to be able to not have to go to the bars and worry about the alcohol scene. They can come have a friendly smoke and they could chill out and they could have a place to relax, a little nice speakeasy.
So if you're looking for something to eat, you're looking for something to do, and you're looking for a little bit of trees, you can come to Electric Cafe.
Definitely.
Cool.
Definitely.
We're right next to the Harvest. Harvest Foundation.
Yeah, right above Harvest. I currently work there now as a bud tender. Been there for about a year.
What are the cross sections right here?
3rd and Copper.
3rd and Copper.
Right now we're in Suite 250, 220 Copper Avenue Northwest.
And so you come up the stairway.
You can either come up the stairway to the 2nd floor and you'll see our open sign, and you can knock and get greeted. We'll check your ID. You'll get a pre-roll or a mocktail or pay an entrance fee and sit down and have a good time.
So when you guys show up here, it's really cool. It's very niche. So you feel very secretly let in. It's a very cool spot, and you're gonna definitely come check it out. So what are some of the stuff you guys carry up here?
So we have, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be carrying nothing but cannabis connoisseur products. So all of the best from the infused joints to the rosin gummies to the infused mocktails, whether they be sativa, indica, 50-50 hybrid, Delta 8, for the ones that don't smoke. You know what I mean? We do invite anybody that wishes just to get their nerves calmed down a little bit. Even if they don't want to consume THC, we do have CBD, and soon enough we'll have other products to soothe the nerves as well.
Very cool, very cool. So what right now there's what, CBN, CBG, CBD, and if you guys haven't tried, have you ever tried CBN?
No.
No?
Nah.
So
maybe, I don't know.
So when the cannabis molecule, the THC molecule degrades, it turns into like CBD.
Right.
And it degrades even further, it turns into CBN.
Okay.
And CBN in concentrated amounts is comparable to Valium. So it's basically have you ever had an indica hangover? You're like, I can't wake up.
Yeah, I miss those from when I was like 18 years old.
So CBN is comparable to like the indica hangover,
right,
without smoking an indica.
Oh, okay.
You remember like back in the day when you get some, some like brickweed?
Oh yeah.
And it was all brown and stuff. Most of that was CBD and CBN with a little THC. You know what I mean? But that's
so I have tried it.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Brickweed.
Shout out to the coffee, keeping us rolling. What did we just smoke on?
So we're smoking on some El Chivo flower from Harvest. Shout out to Harvest. I did put a little bit of their apple fritter isolate on there. It's 95%.
Stuff's good.
Yeah, it's a good one. I really do like the El Chivo. I like the Gastropop, the chocolate grapes. They have a bunch of wonderful strains. I'm very blessed to be able to work with them and to even be a part of the experience of the genetics that they bring through those doors. A lot of them are compound genetics, and we all know compound genetics are the men behind the scene when it comes to California cannabis.
Yeah.
As far as seeds for cookies and seeds for Jungle Boys and seeds for Backpack Boys and seeds for Harvest. You know what I mean? So,
do you remember a few years ago, you used to have to there were like seed junkies, and you could almost pay $600
for a 6-pack
of seeds from Compound Genetics.
Yep.
So Compound Genetics has the the strains of cannabis you really want, the stuff that you're looking for. This isn't just like,
and
we're
not
gonna
only
grow
me,
this.
like working at Harvest, I have people all the time. They come in, they go, "Where's the Gary Payton? Where's the Khalifa Kush? Where's the original OG Kush?"
Have you tried the Khalifa Kush?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like
This stuff's good.
I like Baby Yoda. It has Khalifa mints and the menthol.
Okay.
And the menthol is another compound genetics cut. That's one of my favorite strains.
That got popular about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When they went menthol, mint, Ice 99s, all those. Yep. Those got popular.
And now they have what? Red Bulls. They have Bling Blau. They have, and then Doja. He has Permanent Marker and Giraffe Pussy.
When it comes to like the most fire cannabis in Albuquerque, I think hands down people will agree that Harvest has got it in the bag.
Yeah, dispensary wise, definitely, for sure. They win awards on it every year.
Is it true they weren't a dispensary in the beginning?
They were medical only.
They were medical only.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when recreational went rec, that's when they went rec.
Okay. Okay.
Mike's gonna get some Harvest products on the shelf as far as like the connoisseur hash holes, the really good strains, the pre-rolls. We're gonna get nothing but really good stuff on these shelves, man, and not just from Harvest, from other sources in the city as well that have nothing but the fire. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when we're talking about fire cannabis, what are some names? What are some dispensaries just right off the top? You're like, this is fire.
So before I started working at Harvest, I was a big Sandia Botanicals fan.
Sick.
They had the Marshmallow OG. Shout out to Sandbox Growers. Sandbox Grower was growing that. He brought the genetics, I believe, to Sandia Botanicals and Harvest as well.
They sell those at, I think, Hydrolife.
Yeah.
I think they sell Sandbox genetics over there, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Keep going, brother.
And before that, I was actually one of the first 300 in the state to have my card. That's something I don't flex a lot, but it's there. You know what I mean? I got told, once I told I was like 267 in the beginning, you know what I mean? Or whatever. I was like, oh, that's sick. One of the first 300. That's dope.
Really cool, dude.
So I've seen...
So you've been in the scene a long time.
I've seen the dispensaries that came up in the beginning all the way up until now to the saturation point. You know what I mean?
So we got Sandia Botanicals.
Well, the originals, I believe, are like the Canaceutics, the Natural RXs, the Green Leaves. You know what I mean? Like
who do you like? If you're like, if somebody, some big time name like Wiz Khalifa was coming to town and they were like, Tio, pick the hottest dispensaries
to get bud from.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'd definitely be Harvest, honestly. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, New Mexico kind of was really known for back in the days. We would get some super sweet candy bud from northern New Mexico.
Yeah. When before Colorado, and this is facts, before Colorado was even famous for bud, there was rappers talking about New Mexico weed and California weed only in the States. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a line from Little Flip where he's like, I get my dodo on the lodo even when I'm in New Mexico or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But
yes.
And that shit was back in like 2002.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was when I remember getting ounces for $500-600.
Right.
And it was the most top-notch shit that I've ever seen in my life. And
bro, let's talk about that. So when did you come into the scene? Just like, let's just talk about the Albuquerque cannabis scene from back in like early 2000s.
Honestly, I've been smoking bud since I was about 12 years old. Me and my cousin Tio Vile, who's in the group, The Inspired Ones with me, me and him used to just puff swag on top of his uncle's roof and out of a soda can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then as the years went by, I would say we were about 16, 17, and he put me on to chronic, like real chronic, like straight from Taos, crazy chronic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was this one time he blazed me out a whole 8th blunt for my 18th birthday, and I had never been so paranoid in my whole life. I was going back to school, overanalyzing everything, and just like, what the fuck do I want to be in life? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or whatever. And it was just one of those highs where I remember till this day that I was just super scared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Back then, Albuquerque was like, we were super hip hop.
Yeah.
We were everybody. You either skated, you did graffiti, you're an MC,
Right.
or you're into breakdancing.
Right.
If that, you were into like the lowrider scene.
Right. Yeah.
And we kind of mixed all of it together.
Yeah. So I kind of started in the middle of it all. I went to school at Ernie Pyle Middle School,
And in that whole scene, you got into what?
I got into emceeing and graffiti at first.
Yeah.
And that's what was my niche. I would be tagging. My name was Vile. I'd be tagging Vile on the buses, and then I gradually went into recording raps with a rap group with my cousin, and then. Shit, dude. I remember when, even when I was in middle school, shout out to Sneeze, Bale, and Helm from Por Vida. They're the illest breakdancers I've ever seen in my life, dog, honestly. Sneeze, I don't know if a lot of people know this about him, but he's probably the sickest breakdancer in Albuquerque, hands down, for sure.
Dope.
And he's just gotten accolades from it when we were in middle school and high school, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember that, and that was a big influence, passing my black book around to Sneeze, Bell, and Helm, and a lot of the other taggers around town, Bozo, Casket, being, you know what I mean, the same guy, but getting pieces from both, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's pretty cool to come up in the Albuquerque hip-hop scene.
So I'm going to foreshadow that real quick.
Yeah.
So New Mexico, we're one of the poorest states in the United States.
Right.
And so we have a ton of culture here because it's kind of like really all we had to lean on. And that whole culture spreads from like LA to Phoenix down to like Texas, all the way through New Mexico.
Even to Tokyo. Like, honestly, there's people in Tokyo and Japan that have lowriders and are bald like cholos.
Guaranteed.
Come out every Sunday.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Here in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, shout out to Tokyo.
Yeah, shout out to Tokyo. So, but what people, I guess, never necessarily, and Albuquerque never really got a chance to put themselves on the map with all this stuff.
Right.
Right. So we have put out hip hop artists. We've put out big time, big names. And when you tell people New Mexico, they don't even know where to point it out on the map, right?
Right.
We make fun of that, and people don't know where it's
in the
at.
classroom,
you know what I mean?
like in other
So they've
states.
missed our scene a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Ended up going to a charter school in the South Valley. Shout out Nuestros Valores. And from then is when I really kind of started recording my raps.
Word.
We started recording like Step Bridge in Santa Fe, at the Boys and Girls Club in Santa Fe. Like we would just travel like wherever we could.
Yeah.
We had a group called the Sanctified Poets that lasted for a few years. Not that we broke up, but we all had kids except for one of the group members. He just didn't have kids, and he was just chilling, doing his own thing, whatever.
The unicorn.
Yeah. So after that, we all came back together and we formed Tio. We dropped 9 albums in a mixtape. TIO, the Inspired Ones. You can search that anywhere. And the rest is history. I just kind of like recently, like in the past 3 years, kind of like stepped away from like taking hip hop super serious, like as far as like I'm gonna be the next, or we're gonna be the next, or yada yada, this and that. So I started focusing more on doing video work and camera work for people who need me. I picked up the camera when doing work for like Shut Up and Talk and the Bucket D and Sean Dean show and the Southwest 16 and doing all those seasons. And so I got real keen with the camera, and then got my own setup and just started doing independent work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then started working at Harvest. I met Michael, and the rest is history. We're here right now.
So you do cinematography and filmography, and you're running some podcast shows for people.
Yeah, definitely.
You're doing some YouTube channels for people, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about some of that.
So yeah, Vile Orama Productions is what I like to call it, just because it's my email.
Cool.
I always thought it was cool. I used to be a 80s fan. Everything was Orama or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool,
so I just started Vile Orama, you know?
Yeah. It was a horror. Use that a lot, horror movies.
Yeah, or even the Pee Wee Herman movie, like he went to the Bike-O-Rama or whatever, you know what I mean? So I just ran with that. I do YouTube content for a friend of mine named Joshua Ontiveros. He runs Alpha Unit, which is it's not only motivational speaking, but it's physical fitness. He teaches people how to do the right exercises the right way with the right amount of weights without going too crazy.
Cool.
You know, you see the veterano in the gym and he's holding the 80-pound dumbbells, but it's like, dog, like, get the 40, hey, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Just do more reps. That's all it's all about is reps.
Light weights.
Yeah. And so not only do I do that for him, I do commercials for businesses such as Electric Cafe Platinum Club. I've done cafes for commercials for Dabski. It's a little dabbing apparatus from California. I've done music videos for a lot of local artists in town, shot and edited, recently learned how to edit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Picked it up and I was just like, fuck it. During the pandemic, let's learn
God,
something.
dang, it's tough. It's a whole new language.
It is, it really is. And so I do give a lot of respect for the editors out there, the people that manage Pro Tools, anything that do that, like much respect for sure, because it takes hours off your life, guaranteed. Yeah, because you can sit there for 4 or 5 hours and not necessarily accomplish very much. Nah. And mainly just the cuts of the sequences, and then you're like, fuck, now I gotta do transitions and color grading and shit. And you know, weekend, you're like, that costs a lot. So sometimes, like now what I'm doing with my show Strain Damage is I'm just interviewing people in the cannabis community that are doing things big and beating the stigma, like Michael said earlier, of not only cannabis being like bad, like the whole reefer madness thing, but stoners ain't lazy. If they're motivated, they're gonna do what they want. And you gotta let them be free thinkers and branch out and make things beautiful instead of like pushing them back in this Taco Bell box. You know what I mean? Projecting that it's not when all they've done is prove that they are. Yeah, exactly. Right, time and time again. They're having an issue in Florida with that right now. You guys educate yourself, check out what's going on in Florida in the cannabis industry. So up here at Electric, what kind of food you guys serve? So we have a very eclectic New Mexican menu. We do enchiladas. We do fried chicken on Fridays. You know what I mean? We mix it up. You know that's what you guys are cooking right now, right? We're doing the enchiladas right now. Yeah. We knew you guys were coming. We're gonna hook you guys up, and you guys will get some of our product after this. For sure. Awesome, dude. What kind of cannabis do you guys have right now? So yeah, like I said, we're going to be mainly focused on all the cannabis connoisseur stuff right now. We have the Por Vida infused joints with the keef around them. We have some alabaster hash rosin gummies. We are going to be having harvest flower, hash holes. All that stuff's going to be hitting the shelves soon for sure. Very cool, man. Yeah. Very cool. You have an event coming up. Yeah, 420. Yeah, 420, 421, and possibly 422, depending on the outcome. It's going down. Yeah, it's going down. We're going to have the whole upstairs consumption area. Downstairs, we're going to have as well for all the vendors. So if any vendors are interested, please contact myself or Michael Sanchez here at the Electric Cafe. It's going to be amazing, man. We're going to even have that electric... what is it that he's like a ice cream vending machine, like van, you know what I mean? Okay. It's like all lit up, all electric style. He drives around here sometimes, but I don't know. He's gonna be posted up. We're gonna have a bunch of vendors downstairs. They're gonna be selling anything from trays, rolling trays, all kinds of cool stuff. Is it a 2-day long event? 2, yes. It is right now. Right now it's 2. If it trickles into 3, we're gonna do 3. 3-day long event, and it starts Thursday, 420, and then it'll end Saturday. Saturday. Yeah. Cool. And it's down here on Copper and 3rd, Suite 250 and 100. Right downstairs, that'll be the table space for the vendors. There won't be any consumption downstairs. The people that will be able to consume will have to use the elevator or the staircase to come upstairs and consume the products up here. Very cool, man. Very cool. So you guys are like the only spot in Albuquerque, to come grub and smoke some bud. At the same time. Yeah. That's what's up, man. And we have mocktails. Like we can make you an infused indica pineapple margarita. It's not tequila, it's indica, you know what I mean? It's We have
That's so
we have
cool.
it all. We have the sativa, we have the hybrid, we have the mountaintop stuff that we're gonna infuse it with too. We have it all.
Very
For
cool.
sure.
Tio, many blessings, man.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you, bro. I
Hey,
really appreciate you.
thank you so
And
much
thank
for
you guys
taking the
so much.
time.
And
Yeah.
I definitely want to get you guys on an episode of Stranger.
Yeah, we're gonna be linking. You guys are gonna see Tio a lot more. I'm really just honored to have a chance to finally catch up with you.
Oh, yeah.
You've been in the social media music community in New Mexico for so long, and we've been passing by each other a lot. So thank you for giving me a chance to catch up with you,
Pleasure's all
brother.
mine, my brother, and thank you again. And
Indeed.
keep smoking, keep medicating, and you guys have a great night, man. Thank you.
Electric
Snacks.
Cafe, it's awesome. Check out Tio, check out Mike. 3rd and Copper, Weed Snacks out.